Hello, this is Bobby at Copel TV Repair, and a couple of weeks ago I made a video where I responded to a question somewhere, be it on Reddit or on YouTube, on comment, where I said that the Samsung NU series are basically not worth repairing, and you should, just try and stay away from there. And then people got back to me and said, that I'm against the right to repair movement. Am I a repairman, or am I trying to help people and whatnot, and so on and so forth. And I want to just show, not a good long explanation, but basically a typical illustration of why certain models, and for whatever reason I have seen that explicitly in the NU series, and especially UN50NU blah blah 00 and 55NU 5500. The same could probably be applied to a lot of edge lit TVs. And what it boils down to is this. I'm sorry I did not make a video of this before I started it. It has a typical, actually it is showing up screen, but it had a darker area here, or maybe a little to the left. It doesn't really matter on which part of the screen. And the moment I see that, this is a new series, I just say go and dump it. I don't want to repair it. And the reason I don't want to repair it, because after you take all the trouble repairing it, eventually you get to the LED strips. And when you take the panel out and everything, and you come to the diffuser here, actually this is below the diffuser layers. This is just the acrylic sheet that transfers the light from the LEDs, and you find out that the LEDs are burned, and you find that the burn has melted. Those little curves that you see here, they're burns, and it not only melted, but it actually cracked the medium. The moment you have that, and I think there was something over on this end as well, there were two, maybe here towards this end, yeah. This is no longer repairable. Even if you put it back together, there will be defects in the screen that no customer will be willing to pay a full amount for that. And after seeing 2 or 3 or 4 of those, I said, you know what, I don't want to see them anymore. Technically, the same could happen anytime you have the edge lit and a layer, and the light transportation layer that this plastic sheet is. This is not replaceable. It's extremely easy to break. It's large. Nobody will ship that to you, for the same reason for which nobody will bring you an LED screen. You can see how it looks here. The way that would look on a screen will be shaded areas, and the way that would look on the screen is just a streak that will be darker or something else. In other words, this is not worth repairing, and this has nothing to do with right to repair or whether I'm more against it. It has to do with a pure simple logic of is it practical or not. Before even opening it, you know from experience that it's a lost battle, with a highly likelihood of it being a lost battle. So we traditionally, for reasons like that, take money upfront for diagnostic services. But if you establish something like that, and there is a pattern, I think it's unfair to the customer to go and take their money and to tell them the same thing. So most of the time I just try to save the conversation, because sue me, I don't have the patience to go and explain to everyone what I'm trying to show and explain here. And a lot of people, of course, are not trusting that and saying you just don't want to do it because you are a lazy son of a bitch, and so on and so forth. So long story short, this will go from here. We'll probably get the board on the back because it is good, but I have seen so many of those that I know that the number one reason they fail is the burned LEDs, and most of the time they result in that the panel is good. It's a shame, really. It's a good LCD. In the older days, you could make all kind of trickery to make it work. Replace the panel, use a different diffuser, use a different whole backlight assembly. Today's LCDs are so cheap, it's literally not worth the time. So this will go straight to the trash. And this is the reason why I say they're not worth. I'm sure there are others. for whatever reason, I am seeing explicitly the NU models do all of that shit. So stay away from them if you can, and post others that you may have seen that go bad. Hopefully that helps some people and dissolves some of the criticism that I receive for not supporting repairs or throwing out repairs and ruling them out. I do rule them out. There are things that you don't want to get into. Best of luck. If you believe otherwise, let us know if you find a solution to that. Thanks.